I have always hated Hatsune Miku, but my friend Duck, who was in previous videos, is a huge Hatsune fan, and he always told me to give Hatsune a chance to see if I like her. So I gave in and figured the best way to introduce myself to Hatsune is to platinum a Hatsune game, that being Diva F. I started off with this game as I never played rhythm games before, and almost all the Hatsune games have really hard platinums. But this one in particular is only a 4 out of 10 difficulty and only takes a grind of 40 hours to complete. Since this was my first time playing a rhythm game, I started off with a tutorial to learn how the game works, and honestly I had no idea what I was doing, but it sent me off with obtaining my first trophy. Welcome to Diva. What am I getting myself into, man? With the tutorial getting me prepared to play the game for real, my first goal was to beat the game for the first time on normal mode, and it was rough, dude. I could barely beat a single level, which was bad because I eventually would have to beat a level on extreme mode. Either way, as I started off, the songs would continue to get harder and harder, but low-key, the songs were goated, dude. Anyways, beating the game for the first time would get me 2 more trophies. First being I Love Diva for using each Vocaloid for the first time, which that being Hatsune, that's what a Vocaloid is. I Love Diva. I'm not sure what that one's for. And beating every level on normal mode. Why is she looking at me like that? Skilled player. After playing the game for a few hours at this point, I can't lie, I felt like a loser playing this game, but honestly, the songs went hard, bro. Dad, if you're watching this video, please don't be disappointed in me for playing a music anime girl thing. Anyways, my next goal was to beat the levels on hard mode, which would prove to be challenging at first, as the first few levels took me many tries to beat. As I would continue to play the game, I would slowly get better and better, and because I'd play most of the levels multiple times, I would slowly start to learn the songs better and get the beats down, so much so that I would actually manage to beat most levels from first try at this point. Though, sadly, I would get pretty terrible scores. After practicing the levels and getting my beats down, I managed to beat the game on hard mode and grab myself another gold trophy. There were some hard levels in there, but overall it wasn't the worst thing. Elite player. There was only a couple hard ones. I would say there's about 3 or 4 hard ones in the bunch. After getting my second gold trophy, I would have to beat at least 1 level on extreme mode, but honestly, I just locked in at this point and did it first try. But I had to do this as I would need it for a future trophy, and that's to buy everything in the store, but that will come later. Alright, we did it. First try. At this point, there was really only one more thing for me to do before the 30+ hour grind for the most basic, boring trophies ever. But until then, I had one more trophy to get, and that was to see the true ending in all, I think like 34 songs. I got most of these trophies while playing the game normally, but there were like 2 or 3 songs where I missed it, so I went back, got them, and including my trophy. Entertainer? Which one's that one for? From here, I would have to start the grind that makes this game take 40+ hours to platinum, which I'll talk about the trophies as we go on. But to obtain the rest of the trophies, I would have to buy almost everything in the game, and spend money on E-dates. To be able to purchase everything in the game, I would have to grind out a whopping 5 million total Diva points. And that would suck, because I would get maybe 9,000 points per level, and I'd have to bring that counter up to 5 million. Now, I wasn't really in the mood to grind the game out for 30 hours right now, so I decided to get 3 quick trophies out of the way for fun, but I'd save most of the trophies for the very end to get a fast stream of trophies. But the 3 I did were pretty simple. All I had to do was make a profile card thing, alright, nice to meet you. Download some dude's custom song track from the internet, and thumbs up, and edit a random song myself. Yep, newbie editor. That was very confusing. From this point, it was time to grind the crap out of this game for the next 30 or so hours, and honestly bro, it was fun, dude. But to get the 5 million points, my main goal was to play as perfectly as I possibly could on hard mode levels. By me scoring high scores, I'd managed to get roughly 14 to 18,000 points per level. Now of course this took lots of practice, but what can I say, I locked in and started to get crazy high scores, bro, like I'm literally too good. Now unfortunately, this strategy is actually very slow, and there's a way better strategy I could have done, and literally the guide to this game tells you how to do it. I read the guide like 5 times, but for some reason right after reading it, I would just forget what I read right after, and honestly I wasn't locked in. But before I would use the new strategy, I spent roughly the next 20 hours to farm 2.6 million points to get my next shopping trophy. When I go back, and module collector. And dude, SEGA, what are you guys doing, bro? Every character has either a bikini outfit, or for the dudes, they have outfits of them in their boxers, which honestly, I'm kind of into that, bro. After pouring roughly 20 hours into the game, I wasn't in the mood to replay levels for another 10 hours for over 2 million more points, so I went to get all the miscellaneous trophies. Well, most of them at least. I happened to have enough points to purchase every room theme, which was fairly cheap. Oh, a place to unwind? I had to buy a clock and an arcade for 2 other trophies. With the clock, I just set a timer to wake up Hatsune for a trophy, and the arcade machine made me play some weird game, so I sat there until it was over for another trophy. And after that, I bought a kitchen clock to cook Hatsune some food for a trophy. Bon appetit! With the song I edited earlier in the video, I had to upload it for the world to see for another trophy. P is for producer. There we go, so that's 2 trophies right there so far. After those, it was once again time to farm more Diva points for basically every single trophy from this point. But as I did this, I actually sat down and read the guide thoroughly to see the fastest way to get points. And I also use a point multiplier power-up. With this, I would get roughly 50,000 points each time I beat a level. Now this was something I would do pretty often from now on, but with the points I had now, I purchased every piece of furniture for another trophy. There we go, fabulous furniture. With every furniture piece purchased, the last trophies I had was I basically had to E-date Hatsune Miku and some other baddies. And E-date some dudes. Yeah guys, this is a new low point for me honestly. But before that, there were 2 miscellaneous trophies for me to get, which was to simply watch every music video, film buff, and one more trophy I had to do on my PS Vita, which was to use its camera to screenshot an AR card of Hatsune Miku to experience a live performance of Hatsune singing. Which is pretty awesome, bro. How long is this song, bro? There we go, concert tour. There was the trophy. So now I had to go on my E-dates with everyone, and this was actually very easy to do. So of course I would need around 2 million points to get all the trophies from here. But with the strategy I mentioned earlier, it only took me a few hours, and then I was set. But while I did this, there were 2 trophies I had to work on along the way, and those trophies are Anything for You and Memory Album. To get these trophies, I would need to activate all 76 secret events in the game, that is every event in the game, and purchase every gift from the store. Anything for you. So the next 6 trophies I got would be for reaching the max level of friendship with everyone, and to do that, I basically had to E-date them. Affinity has been maxed. Miku's partner, he maxed out. Rin's playmate. Eris's infinity maxed out, and Len's buddy. Yeah, let's go. Luca's pal. Kaito's companion, and personal visits, that's for visiting everyone for the first time. Mako's manager. With the grind finally over, I had it easy from now on, and all I had left were 2 RNG based trophies. The first was I simply had to beat 3 matches of rock, paper, scissors in a row, which was actually pretty annoying due to the RNG, but it didn't take too long. That's the trophy. I don't want to play again. Thank you, sidekick. I don't know, bro. That was stupid. That took 17 minutes, bro. And the last RNG-based trophy, and trophy in general, all I had to do was watch every loading screen. There are a total of 156 loading screens in the game, and I don't know how many I've seen from this point, but all I did was exit and re-enter a game mode to trigger a loading screen, and after about 45 minutes, I finally saw the last loading screen and got my platinum. What? Whoa, hold on, wait. Trophy Master, that's the platinum. Finally, bro. So there it is, me getting my first Hatsune Miku platinum. And honestly, Duck, you were right, Hatsune is pretty goated, dude. So much so, I actually bought a Funko Pop of her. If this video somehow does really well, I'll go for the hardest Hatsune platinum, Diva X, which is a 7 out of 10 and a 60-hour grind. So yeah, if this video does well, I'll do it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.